Tunngasuritsi Felixaupalunguvunga puvangitummiutsayorvunga uhaqtiulangavunga pisimatsunga isumakkut ilinniavinganit taanna isumakkut saqqitilauyanga kaillatuigumaqatta ilinniatinit. Hello and welcome to the Isuma School Perseverance podcast. This year, Isuma is bringing you a series of podcast episodes around the topic of school perseverance. On these episodes, you will hear stories, testimonials, and experiences coming from school staff, teachers, leaders, students, and community members from Nunavik. Our guests discuss healthy lifestyles, their education journey, family life, and share their insights, tips, and tricks on how the community as a whole can contribute towards school perseverance. My name is Felix Aupaluk, and I will be your host for this season of the Isuma School Perseverance podcast. And we are here today on our very first podcast episode. Today we have our first guest, Aida. Aida, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, my name is Aida Kooneeliusie. I live in Salluit, originally from Nunavut, but grew up in Nunavik. I have three beautiful girls that I love so much. And I am currently studying in Janabik College. The program is called Crossroads. It's a 1-year program, and this is my first term. After Christmas, it's going to be my second term, and I am looking forward to it.
Nice. Well, I'm actually curious to know more about the day that you applied to school. How are you feeling on that day?
Applying to college, I've applied many times after high school, but I felt like I didn't have the courage to actually come here for college. So it took me a lot of years to actually come here. So my first year of college was in 2020, and the program was Inuktitut. And
how was it for you? Inuktitut, it's a 1-year program. So was it exciting? Was it easy? Was it tough? What did you think about it?
It was very tough for me because it was during the COVID time. When I applied, I stayed here for a couple of weeks, but the cases were going up, so we had to go back home.
Oh, okay.
So
you
it was
came down and then you went back because of COVID.
Yeah, it was during COVID time. I went back home and we did virtual, so it was online school.
Yeah, that's a totally different experience than doing NS in downtown Montreal.
Yeah. It was very hard for me because it felt like I didn't have a lot of support. I did, but I wished to be in class and have my teacher around me, but it was online, so it was kind of hard, but I made it through and finished the program.
I saw recently you shared a post on Facebook. You said that your kids are your biggest source of motivation, and I thought that was pretty powerful. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, my kids are my biggest motivation to keep going here in college. School back home and school here, but here it's so much different. To register your kid and having to go meet the teacher and all these stuff you do here is a lot more hard. A lot more work than we do back home.
So you've got all these different things happening at once. You've got full-time college, full-time mom, and your business. So that's a lot of stuff to manage all at once. Has there ever been a time where you felt homesick? You were just like, you know what, I miss it back home. What is it that you miss the most?
I really like to invite friends and eat with them. We eat country food and have sushi night and just hang out, and also hunting.
What do you do in those moments when you feel like you miss it back home? What do you do in that moment? Do you call someone? Do you go on Facebook? Do you go for a walk? Walk us through your coping strategy.
When I feel homesick, I call friends, few people that lives around my area. So me and my kids go visit them sometimes. And also, like, when I'm really homesick and I don't want to stay in my area, like, I go out and it takes about an hour to go to downtown and see.
By bus, right? You have to travel there by bus.
Yes.
So you double the time. 40 minutes to get downtown and then 40 minutes to get back. It just took you 2 hours basically to go downtown.
Like, just to go to metro station from my place, it's around like 1 hour 20 minutes, and then I would take the metro, and we like usually spend our time in downtown because we have our favorite restaurant there.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Our favorite restaurant is Three Amigos. It's a Mexican food, and all of us like the food there, so we often go there, especially when I'm really homesick and like just to be busy and be out.
So you're living and studying in the West Island, and then you go downtown. Previously, you studied at NS. Part of it was downtown. You went back home because it was COVID. How does it feel like to be in a smaller, less urban area of Montreal? The campus is right next to where you live. You said how long does it take you to walk to school?
It takes about 10 minutes to walk to the campus. But I really love this area because it's quiet. It's kind of far, but I love it.
What do you think is the best way parents can support their kids?
For me, like, I try to be there for them all the time, like when they ask questions or when they need me. We've been here since August, and they've been going to school. They had their moments where it was hard for them to cope the school life because they find it so difficult to understand what they do here in school.
So you mentioned one of your kids is 6 or was 6.
6.
So
my youngest is 6.
6 years old.
Yeah.
So she just started school.
Yeah.
So you speak Inuktitut at home, and then they go to school in French and or English.
Both, yeah.
Both. So that's pretty. That's tough. Learning a new language, especially when you start taking in all that new information. That youngest kid of yours must be exhausted by the time she comes home.
Yeah. It was hard for me to like wake her up in the morning. She didn't like have the motivation to go to school because she was finding it hard, but now she's making new friends. All of my girls are making new friends. My middle child was having a hard time learning in school here because it was like the level is so much more than back home. So it's all new to us. So even for me, like, it's pretty new, and like I'm so proud of my girls for staying, even if they had their times where they say like it's too much and that they cannot do it, but they still do.
How do you think the community can help to promote and support school perseverance?
At so natural at tilo ilinne vimme kayo si hojilu tapera bunni ilinne vimme pimmariureanga o hauchu hatta labu pera bu sivunit sahat salamat inu singin like for me as a student here in college, like it took all of me, my energy, my time, like all this stuff happening here. I'm doing this for my girls.
If you look back 5 years from now, what advice would you offer to your past self?
When I think about me, like, because I used to, even if I have applied for college, I didn't go, but like, I wish I had the courage to tell that person just to go for it, even if it's going to be hard.
Look, we're in the present day and you're here now. So I want you to think 5 years from now. What advice would you offer to your future self?
Do it anyway, even if it's hard.
For you to get to NS, you had to get through high school. Who was your favorite person during high school?
During high school, of course, Maggie McDonnell. She had so many things to say about me, like even if it was not like my education, she had so many ways that she finds in me that she believed in me in any way possible. During my high school, I would take the time to go see her and talk to her, like my personal life, my problems. She was open to anything. And then even not in school, she encourages me to go to the fitness too. I did like really have the, how do I say? I didn't really have interest in fitness, but she kept telling me anyway for many years. It's sad that I finally went to fitness when she was not in Salluit anymore.
Fitness is so good for the mind, for the body, for the soul. What is your message of motivation? And can people reach out to you if they need help for anything?
Yeah, they can reach out to me anytime, anywhere. Like I want to give lots of advices and share my experience, like especially for the moms back home. If you think it's not going to work out because you're a mom and have these thoughts that you can't do it here in the city, you can if I can. And like taking advantage of having free education brought me here, and anything you want to ask, I'm free.
Everyone, you heard that? Her name is Aida Kooneeliusie. She's a full-time student at John Abbott College. She's a full-time mom. She's on her school perseverance journey. She started at NS, and it's all upstream from here. You can reach out to her. Inuktitut You're not alone. If Aida is able to do it, so can you.
Right?
Aida, thank you so much for just for taking time to be on this podcast. sharing a little bit about your school perseverance, how it's been for you. And it sounds like you're doing some amazing stuff. We're approaching the holiday season, so I want to wish you and your kids and your whole family back home a happy holiday season. Take this time to relax, and then in the new year, there we go again, back in school. And do you feel ready for another semester?
Yeah, I feel ready because like I have so much support, and like KI supports you 100%. If you need anything, they are open to it anytime.
Yeah, and you just have to ask, basically, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes there's a lot of stuff that we don't know, but it's hard to know what we don't know. So by asking, that's when you get all that kind of support.
Yeah. It's go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You heard it. Nunavimmiut, everyone back home, KI staff, Nunavimmiut, people who have no relationship to Nunavik but really care about school perseverance. My name is Felix Aupaluk, and I'm here with Aida Kooneeliusie. Aida, nakumimakialuk.
Asuru. And I have one more thing to say. I want to thank Ani Alaku from Salluit. She encourages me to stay in college because like we have so many, our next generation is watching us, so she kept telling me to keep going even if it's hard, because at the end of this there's going to be so much more.
Yeah.
So that kept me going, and it's always stays in my mind like kayu si huyilo yung mauvan ni at so natural pa ta natiro mi asura. So when I'm having a hard time, I think of Ani hano ovan ni hojilo yung mga tiro si sungu yung Sapilirnak ko tiritsulo, and that keeps me going, and I thank her.
Good luck with your semester, and good luck with your education journey.
Thanks.
Inuktitut kay Kangiqsualujjuaq nunahakka si manignit. Kayu si tuinnakit inuusi nungunyangimmat. Developed exclusively for you to enjoy, you will now hear a song titled Sapilirnak, written by Charlie Taqqik, center director in Salluit, produced and sung by Kathy Aputiarjuk from Kangiqsualujjuaq, recorded with the help of Kooneeliusie. The artistic cover art is brought to you by Teresa Ananak from Kangiqsualujjuaq, full-time student in multimedia at Collège Montreal.
Honey.